So, you know, I fell out of the tree and I can remember, you know, just feeling, you know, okay, I'm falling down onto my back. And then right when I hit the ground, I remember, you know, vividly, like everything went black, and it was like I could see my whole body, and it was like it outlined with this like blue, like almost aura or something, like this blue electricity aura for a split second. And then I kind of, you know, opened my eyes, and obviously, you know, right when I hit the ground, I was instantly paralyzed. So I didn't feel any pain from it, you know, because my sensation stops right around here. So, you know, my back hitting the ground, my legs flopping, all that stuff, I didn't really feel any of it. And I just, my head hitting, that was probably what I saw, but, you know, for some reason it was like an out-of-body experience almost. And then I woke up, or, you know, opened my eyes per se. I didn't wake up, I was conscious, and you know, my legs were kind of bent up a little bit, and I was trying to, you know, move my arms, and my friends kind of rushed over to make sure I was okay. I was like, I can't move my legs.
He mentioned like he could barely talk, barely speak, like, you know, weight on his chest. And yeah, he just said like, you need to call somebody. I felt a jolt down my spine. Like, this isn't good.
We all tried to be optimistic about it too at that time, but we still realized it was a serious injury. So it was kind of two different feelings at the same time, of being optimistic but also being realistic of what was going on and see how we can help him best.
Yeah, and then we just waited. That was scary too, because we sat there for like 2 hours, not knowing anything, not seeing him, and finally, like, we were able to get him. At least we saw him rolling down the first time. They rolled him to the ICU. That was, he had the halo on his head, the thing that stretches your neck out trying to relieve pressure, and it just looked real bad.
So we weren't really getting much information either. That we're also just, to the hospital, we're just friends, right? And it's not like we have a responsibility as brothers, it's truly we care about him and we want to know what's going on. But at the same time, we got to respect that he's a patient and we can't know all that information. So there was a couple hours where we weren't aware of what was going on. We just knew he was getting checked on, his parents were coming down, and the best thing we could do was just wait.
At that moment, it was real scary. Just like, because at that point we didn't know what it was. Like, we didn't know like how bad it was. Because like it's bad the way it is, but it's like, I thought in that moment that it was going to be way worse. And I'm very thankful that it isn't as bad as we thought at that initial moment. We were sort of thinking the worst at first, and it was pretty tough.
You don't think about any of this stuff because you're not in the situation. And now that I'm in it, I think about it all the time. And, you know, people have a really tough time understanding, you know. So for starters, you know, I'm paralyzed, but there's a lot of people who are paralyzed. You know, so for me, I'm a C6. So it's fairly high. So my sensation stops just right about here, you know. So sensation and control. So from below this point, you know, I have no muscle function to an extent. And with time, hopefully things will gain back. You know, I've got some sensation, you know. It's nothing normal, but, you know, I can feel pressures and stuff. You know, I can feel me sitting in the seat, all that stuff, but there's no control. So I've not no core, you know, so I've, you know, gotten back balance and stuff, but, you know, very easily I can just fall forward. I have nothing.
Unfortunately, Jared was injured, as you know, you were well aware. And, you know, the first, you know, day or two, we were just in shock. And, you know, the people that were around were also in shock.
All the guys from the fraternity kept the 24/7 vigil with Jared, because we went home every night, because we live about an hour and a half away. And we just knew we needed the rest for our sake as well as Jared's. And there was always someone from the fraternity in the hospital room. Always. 24/7. And it was always more than one person. It was unbelievable.